Hey, good evening, Carly. I need to ask you a little favor. Hey, are you there? Please respond.
Good evening. Sorry, but I don't know who this is. Jog my memory?
Do you seriously not remember me? By any chance, are you bad at remembering your friends' names, Carly? It's me, Leah, you dummy.
Leah.
Megan's mom? Surely that rings a bell.
Oh, Megan from my son's class. So you're his mom. He says him and your daughter really get along. She sounds like a lovely girl.
I can't believe it took saying my daughter's name for you to remember me. You really should make more of an effort with your friends.
I'm really sorry, Leah. I hope you're not offended. Anyway, what was it you wanted? Can I help you with something?
Yes, you can, actually. I need you to do me a little favor.
A favor? From me?
Don't worry, it's nothing difficult.
Okay, great. So, what is it?
It's about your husband, Callum. Will you lend him to me?
Excuse me? Look, I'm sorry, Leah. I read your message 3 times over, and I'm still no closer to understanding what you mean. Forgive me for asking, but by any chance, did you make a typing error?
What? A typing error?
You want me to lend you my husband?
Yes, lend me him.
What?
I need him for the weekend. If you send him over on Friday night, you can have him back on Sunday evening. How does that sound? Be a darling and help out a friend.
I obviously can't lend you my husband. What the hell?
Huh? You can't.
Of course I can't. He is my husband, not some inanimate object. Why would I lend you him? This is the weirdest question I've been asked in my life. Oh, please, would you stop? You're making me uncomfortable.
You have to understand. My mother will be stopping by at the house on Saturday morning.
Your mom? What does that have to do with my husband?
I haven't been back to the family house or seen her in over 10 years. You could say the relationship has always been somewhat strained. I got married and had my Megan during those 10 years since we last spoke, so now I'm a mom and a housewife. I don't know how, but apparently she found out and wants to have a role in her granddaughter's life. Which means now she's intent on coming to visit this weekend to meet Megan and my husband. She wouldn't take no for an answer, so I have to take appropriate action.
I see. That's all very interesting, and I'm sorry to hear you're in a difficult situation. But no matter which way you look at it, this still has nothing to do with my husband, Callum. Appropriate action. I don't understand what you mean.
That's where you're wrong. It has everything to do with Callum. My mother asked for a picture of my husband, so I sent her a picture of your Callum.
You did what?
Think about it. He's so devilishly handsome. What choice did I have? Oh, not just a pretty face either. He's got a great reputation for being an amazing dad who's always there for the kids. He's practically in a different league to my husband. My man's so ugly, it looks like his face was designed by a blind man on drugs. And what's worse, he's always away on business. So that's why I need you to lend me Callum.
No way.
Huh? But I just explained in detail why I need him. I thought you were going to hand him over.
I never said that, not even once.
I've got it. Okay, how does this sound? If you lend me your Callum for the weekend, I'll lend you my husband sometime. One weekend and you get to choose when. That's fair, right?
I don't want to borrow your husband. What's wrong with you?
What do I have to do to get you to lend me him then?
There's nothing you could do or say that could possibly change my mind. Do you understand? I'm saying this unequivocally. It's absolutely not going to happen.
Oh, good grief. Why are you so stubborn and selfish?
Which part is selfish? He's my husband, for crying out loud. Anyway, you said your mom's coming on Saturday morning, didn't you? Why do you want him from Friday night?
I think that's quite obvious. If we suddenly have to play the part of loving couple in front of my mother straight after meeting each other, we won't seem genuine, and she'll figure out what's going on. That's why we have to spend the night together first, doing all sorts of loving couple things. If you catch my drift. Wink. That way, we'll be very convincing, and my mother won't suspect a thing.
What?
Oh, yeah. And I need you to watch my kid while you're at it. As usual, my actual husband is out on a business trip overseas, so don't worry about him finding out and causing any drama. But that also means I need you to look after Megan while the two of us get hot and steamy.
Don't worry. The things you're saying are causing me nothing but worry. You're actually disturbed.
What? Hey, that's not very nice.
Like, wow, are you actually this creepy? I'm worried you lost your mind, and I don't know whether I should find you professional help, because who the hell asks this? Tell me it's all a joke. Who'd have thought lovely little Megan's mom would be such a dangerous, perverted weirdo? Should you really be raising children?
Oh my God, you're horrible. Are you trying to upset me?
Oh, damn, that felt good. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I did go a little overboard there. It's like my hands took on a life of their own.
A little overboard? All I'm asking is to borrow your husband, and you bite my head off and try to commit me to a goddamn psych ward. Jeez, lady.
Anyway, the main point here is that Callum is my husband. Whether it's just for the weekend or not, whether it's for some silly little charade to trick your estranged mother or not, he's not your husband. If in spite of that, you persist in making these creepy, inappropriate requests, I will be forced to take appropriate action. So I kindly request that you cease and desist at once. Goodbye.
Carly, help!
Huh? What's wrong, Callum? You'll be getting home soon, right? What's going on?
That Leah woman you told me about earlier is waiting for me outside the ticket gate at the station as we speak.
What? Like she's lying in wait to ambush you?
Probably. That's what it looks like. Her clothes are a little, how to put this, tight-fitting. She's wearing a miniskirt so tight she looks like she's ready to pop out of it. I could see so much skin, it wouldn't be weird if the police picked her up thinking she's cruising for clients. Her face is absolutely caked in makeup. It's terrifying. Ugh. She just winked and blew a kiss at me. This is so creepy. Ugh.
Oh, I guess that means she saw you then.
I'm just thankful I noticed before I left the ticket gate, but I won't be able to make it back home at this rate. I should have been more careful. I never would have guessed in a million years that she'd show up and wait for me at the station. She's unhinged.
What to do? Oh, okay, I got it. Can you go to the next station? I think it's called 16th Street Station, right?
16th Street Station?
I'm gonna come out on my bike to meet you. Let's meet up there and then go home together, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I have to leave little Derek with my mom first before I get on my bike, so it's probably going to be about 30 minutes until I get there.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna head over to 16th Street Station and sit tight.
Great. Let's meet at the northern entrance, okay?
It's a plan. See you soon. Thanks, Carly.
Carly, are you there? This is urgent. I went to meet Callum at the station after he got off work, but he turned around before exiting the ticket gate, and it seems like he went back into the station. What's going on? Me and him are supposed to be spending the night together. I pulled out all the stops. I tidied the place up, bought wine, candles, even baby oil, but he just vanished. What with us being a couple for the next 3 days, I thought it would make sense to come and meet him after work, because that's what couples do, right? I never would have thought that a big, strong, handsome man like him would be this shy. Can you persuade him to come out of the ticket gate ASAP, please? I'm getting cold in these clothes. Plus, we need to spend as much time as we possibly can together tonight to prepare for my mother's assault in the morning.
He won't come no matter how long you wait.
Huh?
Callum's already at home with me.
What? No way. He's still inside the station somewhere. I know he is. He didn't even leave the ticket gate yet.
He's having a relaxing soak in the tub as we speak.
Huh? No. You're making some kind of mistake. I saw him at the ticket gate just a little while ago. When I winked and blew him a kiss, he got all shy and turned back. He knows I'm waiting for him. He wouldn't just leave me stood around like this.
He came home from the 16th Street station today.
Huh? 16th Street?
He messaged me begging for help as soon as he saw you. Then turned around, got right back on the train, and got off at 16th Street. I came out to meet him, and we went home together. We just arrived at the house.
Wait, this isn't how things were supposed to be. We had a promise.
We most definitely did not have a promise. In fact, I made it very clear that the answer was no, didn't I?
But Carly, please. My mother will be here in the morning. I have to show her that me and my husband Callum are deeply in love. I showed her his picture already, damn it! How could you hang me out to dry like this? If you don't let me borrow him tonight, I'll be in big, big trouble.
Why don't you just be honest and introduce her to your real husband? That way you won't scare the living daylights out of any innocent people, and your mom gets to meet your actual family. Everyone wins. Why not just say you got a little carried away and wanted to impress her? Play it off like you were joking and you're all embarrassed. I'm sure she won't mind.
I can't do that. I'd never live it down. My husband's only redeeming quality is his salary. How can I introduce a man that unfortunate looking to my mother? Besides, it's only one weekend. What's the problem with lending me your hunky husband for a measly 3 days? Callum would have a good time. My mom would be proud of me for bagging such a great husband. Everyone wins.
Oh, God, how many times? How many times do I have to tell you? Callum is not your husband. Can I kindly ask you to stop making me so angry? This is me holding back. You have no idea how hard I'm trying not to flip a switch on you right now. I just know I'm gonna say something I regret if you don't cut this out right now. Don't push it, Leah. I swear it won't be pretty.
Carly,
Do you understand what I meant when I said you were disturbed? That you need professional help? Since you're not actually my problem, maybe I should give a certain person away on business right now a call and explain the situation.
Guys, don't do that! Okay, I'll stop, I swear. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
Ah, you finally get it. Oh, what a relief. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? I'm so silly. Here's the thing. I may have already called your husband and told him exactly what you've been doing. All of it. Chat logs and all.
What? You're bluffing. How would you have my husband's number? What the?
I phoned kindergarten and asked for Megan's emergency contact details, which they kindly obliged. Oh, one more thing. He's not away on business anymore. Want to know where he is? That's right. He cut the trip short to come home and deal with his deranged wife. My guess is that he's waiting at home for you to get back. Don't keep him waiting, okay?
What have you done? You have no idea how bad this is for me. My life is over.
Oh, yeah. And let's not forget your mom. I wonder what she's gonna say.
Huh?
Apparently, your husband got her number off a friend of yours. He said she'll be arriving soon. Looks like they'll both be waiting for you when you get back. Oh, aren't you lucky?
No way!
Oh, I just got another message from your husband. I just spotted my wife dressed like a $5 prostitute while driving past the station. I'm going to take her home now. Ah, looks like your taxi's here.
No!
With that, Leah was successfully captured and taken home, where she couldn't do any further damage. Her husband told me a couple of things when he showed up at our house with some chocolates to apologize. First of all, as you probably expected, he decided to divorce her. It turns out she'd been treating her husband like her personal ATM for a long time before this, and had a habit of spending all his money on clothes and alcohol. Her attempt to steal my husband was the straw that broke the camel's back. Everyone has a limit, and this was his. What's worse, he said she almost never did the housework and showed no interest in childcare, so he was, for all intents and purposes, a single parent, despite living with his wife. He told me all about how Leah would force his mother to watch the kid while she went out drinking and partying into the early hours. Naturally, all of the above considered, her husband won custody of Megan. Having nowhere left to go, Leah went back to the family home after having no contact with her parents for 10 years. Apparently, the reason she became estranged from her parents in the first place was because they forced her to do ungodly amounts of housework that bordered on manual labor. Having nowhere else to go, she had no choice but to return to her old life of servitude, and is now exhausted 24/7, 7 days a week, due to being worked like a dog by her overbearing parents.
Everyone talks at an elementary school level. I'm so frustrated. Why do I have to talk to trashy, uneducated people like you? What? Lucy, what are you talking about? Most of the people in our mom group only had their high school diploma or graduated from a low-tier university. I'm a well-educated person, so when I hear you and your friends talking about their shitty education, it kind of pisses me off. If you're educated, shouldn't you be able to talk with everyone else? Lucy, you're always trying to sound like you're better than us, and don't even bother trying to talk to us. Huh? What? Do you have a problem with my way of thinking? Well, it's not that I have a problem with you. I'm just wondering why you're so overbearing and think you're better than us. Of course I'm better than you. We're still an academic society, and my kids went to private elementary school. Public schools are nothing but a bunch of idiots. Low-level places. I don't think the issue is about private schools being better or public schools being better. I think it's much better if the kids can choose where they want to go. My son said he wanted to go to a public school on his own volition, so I just let him go there. So that's how you're going to make excuses. Excuses? Your kids know you, and their father don't have any money, and they're just being considerate. Why do you say that? How can you think that my child is thinking that way? Stop making assumptions. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was your situation. But anyway, your kid goes to public school. They have a lower status than my kids. I'm better than you ordinary people. Are you saying you got a degree just so you can treat other people this way? Of course! There are a lot of stupid people in this world. Ever since I was a little girl, I loved to look down on people. I loved to look down on people and realize that I was better than them. I enjoyed it more than anything else. I will continue to look down on others, and I will raise my children to look down on others. Wow, is that all you can think about? You should teach your children to think for themselves instead of teaching them to look down on others. Huh? Why do I have to go to all this trouble to hear you say that? I have my own way of raising my children. Don't meddle in my methods. But for the sake of your children, you should change the way you teach. Shut up! Don't tell me how to raise my kids. Anyways, you're not coming to the New Year's Eve party? I didn't see your name on the list. What? Yeah, I don't think I'll be attending this year. That's no good. It's an end-of-the-year party for all the moms. You can't miss it. Well, it's not that I can't go, but I'll have to make time for it. And even if I were to go, you'll be looking down on me there, right? I don't want to go all the way to a place like that. What? I think you're being too rude to people. What? I think it's more rude to treat people like they're lesser than you. Shut up! Tell me you're coming to the party. You have to go or else. Oh, okay. Fine, I'll go. But at the very least, don't do anything weird. I'm sure you will anyway, though. Are you going home crying because of all the bad things I said about you? What a miserable life you lead. Poor, undereducated people like you should never come to a mom group meeting again. Didn't you hear who I am from other mom friends? Ha! Are you homeless now or something? Well, let me tell you something. I'm a sole proprietor now, working for my own home. Huh? Sole proprietor? What's that? In short, like being homeless? Of course not. I have my own business. I don't really understand. I mean, that's like a part-time job anyway, right? It's the same as being homeless. How lame. That's disrespectful to both homeless people and part-timers. Also, I make a lot of money as a sole proprietor. I think I make more than a company employee. More than a company employee? That's absurd. Didn't you graduate from some low-tier university? Oh, I didn't tell you? I graduated from Harvard. Harvard? No way! How did you get into that prestigious university? I mean, I applied and I got in. Anyways, I'm pretty sure your college was... Hey! What do you care about my college right now? I thought you went home miserable, but you actually looked down on me. I wasn't looking down on you. I just had some other business to attend to, so I had to leave early. I wasn't planning on attending in the first place, so what's the problem? It's a big problem. I thought I could make fun of you. I didn't expect you to ruin it like this. Harvard? Really? I think you're really lying. No, it's not a lie. Ask any of the other moms. I told them I went to Harvard. I can't figure out why you're the only one who doesn't know that. Because I've always looked down on the mom friends, so I didn't care what they had to say. Wow, you're so focused on looking down on others that you miss what's important. How dare you? You're the ones I'm supposed to look down on. You can't be the ones who go against me. Against you? You know, I think you're fundamentally mistaken. We're friends. We're on equal footing. But when I say one tiny thing, you say that I'm going against you. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself? Huh? What are you talking about? Why do you have to say that to me? I am way, way, way above you. Moms are not equals. You are so much lower than me. And you think you can just state that I'm lower than you and act so superior. It's ridiculous and stupid to say the least. I don't think you should do that. Shut up! Why do I have to be told off so much? Aren't you getting too desperate? Is it because of your academic background that you can't win? You! No, wait a minute. I don't care how educated you are. Oh, what's wrong with you all of a sudden? You've changed your attitude. Because you won't be invited to any more mom-friend meetings anyway. There's no one better educated than me. I'll inevitably be number one in the group. You have no place in this group. You're thinking such nonsense. You're pathetic. Who's pathetic? You, taking someone above you out of the picture so you can stay in a position where you can say you're better than everyone. You're so stupid. How dare you? You can't save yourself no matter what you say. I'll continue to make fun of everyone else. I'll tell you a funny story. I was actually talking to some of the other moms. We've decided to form a group of friends without you. Huh? What? What are you talking about? Because everyone says your attitude is annoying. So I thought if we left you out, everyone would be happy. You've got to be kidding me. Even if everyone is happy, I can't be happy. Don't do something sudden like this. I don't care what you say. You put yourself in that situation. All this time you've been making fun of me. You didn't see the other moms as friends. That's why you're in this situation. Mom friends are there to look down on, right? What do you think I graduated from an elite university for? To look down on other people like this? You've got to be kidding me. No one is making friends just to look down on others. They do it so they can eat together and travel together. And you're trying to make your one-sided selfish point. That's unacceptable. Shut up! You can't run away from this. You're still going to have mom friend parties somewhere in this town anyway, right? If I see one of the moms on the street, I'll make them tell me where the get-together is. You're miserable, and if you really can't make friends with that attitude, you're hopeless. All my friends from now on, we're all going to stay in touch, and we're planning to ban you from all mom friend meetings and parties. What the hell is wrong with you people? I think you're just a little too angry to be looked down on. It's your fault that you're all uneducated, isn't it? You should at least understand that you're in this situation because you're uneducated. In your mind, education equals greatness. Do you really think you can make fun of people just from that? Of course! I'm so much better than everyone else. Oh, really? Then, since I'm more educated than you, that makes it okay for me to make fun of you, right? What? Wait a minute. Isn't that a little different from this? Oh, why? Isn't that what your logic says? Well, that may be true, but it's not the same thing. My son is in a famous private elementary school. In that respect, I'm better than you in that department. What a stupid thing to say. I don't know what kind of nonsense you're talking, but let me ask you a question. Did your son go to a private elementary school on his own volition? What? Did he himself say he wanted to go to a private school? What are you saying? Of course not. He's still an elementary schooler. He can't make those type of decisions. I told him I prefer he goes to a private school, and my son said he understood. My boy is smart. I knew it. That's what I thought. Huh? What do you mean? I think kids these days should get into the habit of thinking for themselves what they should do. If they do whatever their parents tell them to do, or do whatever someone else tells them to do, they will lose the ability to make their own decisions. Your children are being deprived of the opportunity to think for themselves by you. What nonsense! He's just a little boy. He's not capable of that. Is that what you think? My child is capable of it. He said he wanted to go to a public school because all his friends were going to a public school. And let me add something else. My son took the entrance exam for the private school too. He passed. He did? Your kid took the test too? Yes, he did. He started saying he wanted to see how well he could do, so I let him take it, and I didn't think he'd pass, and then decide to go to a public school. What the hell? You've got to be kidding. You're trying to look down on me, aren't you? You're so cocky towards me. You think you're better than me, don't you? Disgusting. Stop that right now. That's not what I'm thinking at all. Maybe you feel that way because that's how you've been looking down and treating other people. Shut up! I won't forgive you for looking down on me. You're just a poor person. Even if you think you can make fun of me, you will never be better than me. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. About me being a sole proprietor, I've actually worked with your husband's company a few times. Really? My husband's company? Your husband's company. To be frank, it's in pretty bad shape. They're doing so poorly, they're going to have to lay people off. In that case, there's a good chance that your husband will be laid off as well. What? I didn't hear anything about that. You're his wife, and he didn't tell you that. I guess he's afraid to tell you. Well, of course he would be. I'm sure if he told you, you'd turn red and throw a tantrum. What are you talking about? This is not the time to talk about it. I'm going to call my husband. Maybe he won't be laid off. My husband said he's getting laid off. It's already been decided. Oh, that's too bad. There is a part of you that made fun of people based on your husband's income. Why? Why did this happen to me? What the hell did I do? You kept making fun of people. I'm not saying it was a crime, but people were annoyed by you. I guess that's the way the punishment is supposed to be. No, I have never and will never be punished by the heavens. I have been and always will continue to be better than others. I don't deserve this. The truth is, we've already formed a mom friend group without you. They keep me updated on how the year-end party is going right now. Sounds like it's not going well at all. Everyone is wanting to leave early. How about ending the party already? Why do you have to say that? Everyone is having a great time. Nobody is wanting to leave. But from what I'm hearing, everyone is wanting to go home. Oh, I just got another text from them. I can't stand this kind of atmosphere anymore. We're all going home. What? Huh? They just got up and left. Hey, why? I haven't made fun of them enough? This is what happens when you keep doing that. You deserve this for what you've done. You should realize that by now. No! Why does this happen to me just because I made fun of a few people? My husband is losing his job, and our life is going to get really difficult now. And with my son going to private school, we'll need even more money than before. You got carried away and thought you were rich, and as a result of your attitude, the other mothers avoided you, and you will never be able to talk to them again. I feel sorry for you. Stop it! Why do you have to say that to me? I don't get it. I don't get it. Please, do something about this situation. There's nothing I can do about it. Just give up. No! In the end, Lucy was left behind by the other moms and had to trudge home by herself. After that, her husband got fired and he became unemployed. After he lost his job, Lucy managed to earn money by working part-time to pay for her son's tuition, but she is having a hard time making ends meet. She got what was coming to her. We were all able to have fun at the mom friend parties now that Lucy is no longer here to make fun of us.